Welcome back here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. I'm Brett Loftus here, getting ready to begin Game 2 of 2 in a day and Game 3 of this three-game set between the USA South foes of Covenant College and the Piedmont University Lions. Starting 9 for the Scots here. It'll be Kenny Mills starting in center field. Shortstop Zeke Gilbert batting second. Batting third, the catcher Josh Harvey. Batting cleanup, the left fielder Ken Burke. Batting fifth, the third baseman McCaleb Harleman. Batting sixth and playing right field, Joseph Reidner. Batting seventh, the first baseman Tyler Cox. Batting eighth, the designated hitter Harrison Aldergren. And then batting ninth, the second baseman Andrew Brock. On the bump today for Covenant will be the left-hander Judah O'Neill. Defensively, how the Lions look. It'll be Braden Sims on the mound, the freshman right-hander. The freshman catcher behind home plate, Tyler Nelson. Over at first, it'll be the sophomore Owen Helgeson. Jack Gilston getting a start at second. Braden Brooks at short. Kyle Carlson at third. And then Connor Jelly, Carter Ballstead, and Alex Gonzalez left to right in your outfield is how it will go. Get ready to lead us off here will be Kenny Mills. He was 1 for 6 in Game 1 of the doubleheader. B. Sims so far this year, 3-0 as he started 7 games, 21 in the third innings pitched. So he has a 7.52 ERA, 32 strikeouts to 19 walks. He'll get us started here with a strike called number 1, 0-1 count now. It was again partly cloudy skies. Our first pitch will be at 5:04 p.m. 48 degrees here, feels like 42 in Demers, GA. It's a cold one. As pitch number 2 of the day for Braden will be low and in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike count now. Again, Covenant already won the series with their 7-3 win in Game 1 of the series, and then the 9-8 win there in Game 2 earlier this afternoon. He's got a 2-1 count now. As that'll be ball 3 there, 3 balls and 1 strike now. So we got 3-1 count now. Braden Sims trying to work back in this one. This one will be hit up the air down the first base line. Big O will have it in foul territory. He'll get his nose under it and catch it there for out number 1. So pop out to first base. There's how we'll begin the ball game. Over to the Hillgrove High School right side of the infield with Helgeson and Gilson. As now with 1 out, this will bring up the shortstop Zeke Gilbert. Gilbert there in Game 1, 1 for 5 as well. He had 2 RBIs, also able to draw a walk. First pitch on the way to him. It'll be low and in the dirt here. 1-0 count now. Lions move to 13-13-1 after that Game 1 loss. 5-3 in conference play. There's a strike taken there on the inner half. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Covenant moved up to 12-15 overall and 4-7 in conference play. 1-1 from Braden Sims. That'll sit on the inner half as well. Good pitch from B. Sims. As he'll move ahead 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Braden right back into the windup. 1-2 on the way. Chopped down the third base line into the Lions dugout and foul. Do 1-2 here yet again. So you got a 1-2 count here. 1 out. Top of the first inning. If you're wondering, we're still cold here in Demers, GA. It's been one of the coldest days, I think, in the month of April I've ever experienced. As the 1-2 on the way from B. Sims, that'll be in the dirt and off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got the Masters Day 3 going on here in the state of Georgia. We got some more Major League Baseball going on as well. Another great day for sports. As the 2-2 on the way, as that'll be low, as that'll run our count full at 3-2. Scotty Scheffler still leading the Masters by six shots. Pardon me there. This one hit right back up the middle. Diving out for that one at short is going to be Braden Brooks. As this is going to be the first hit of the day there for the Scots. As that came off the bat of Zeke Gilbert. As now with 1 out, here comes the catcher Josh Harvey. Harvey 1 for 4 there in Game 1. He's able to come across and score 2 runs. He also walked twice as well. So now we'll see B. Sims in the stretch for the first time here today. As that'll be a breaking ball low there. 1-0 count now. So we got 1 ball, No strikes here. 1 out as our leadoff man, Kenny Mills, popped out to Owen Helgeson to start off the ball game. 1-0 to Harvey on the way. It's going to be a ball missed off the plate there. 2 balls and no strikes now. So we got a 2-0 count. 1 out here. Double play opportunity up the middle with Gilbert on first. As Sims will look in here and come set. His 2-0 on the way. That's going to be right down Broadway there. And that'll work it to 2 balls and 1 strike. It's got a 2-1 count here. You can see the blue sky over center field. This is beginning to open up there. And we have also gray clouds overhead as well. As the sun's been out today, we've also seen some snow flurries every once in a while. 2-1 on the way. Going to be smothered by Tyler Nelson behind home plate there. As that'll move our count to 3 balls and 1 strike. As Braden Sims has thrown 3 balls to start the game here against 3 different Scotts, Mills, Gilbert, and now Harvey. As we'll have time called here, Sims will step off, and Harvey will step out of the box. There's Harvey back in there. B. Sims will come set, 3-1 on the way. Harvey fighting that one off down the third base line, foul, and the protective netting set up down there. So that'll run our count full at 3-2 now. The usual starting 9 we've seen this weekend from Covenant. Only difference is Andrew Brock playing second base. He's getting his first start of the weekend. We saw him appear last night as a pinch runner. Good move there by Sims over to first. Not able to get the runner back in time. As Trevor Graventine has been who we've usually seen at second through 2 ball games thus far. Obviously, just mentioned Andrew Brock getting a start over there today. Sims will come set, full count delivery there. This one hit out to Gilson in at second. 4, 6, 3, double play. The Lions get one and roll it up the middle. And Braden Sims will have a 1-2-3 inning after that double play. Still deadlocked at 0 heading to the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. As 1 through 9 for the Lions, it'll be Connor Jelly, Alex Gonzalez, Carter Ballstat, Hunter Kane, Kyle Carlson, Tyler Nelson, Owen Helgeson, Jack Gilson, and Braden Brooks. As Jelly will lead us off here. He was 0 for 6 in game 1. Able to reach via an error his first time around. Came home to score a run. as he'll lead us off here. The starter will be Judah O'Neal. O'Neal only getting his second start of the year, so he'll start Jelly out with a ball. O'Neal, 4.5 ERA in 12 innings pitched this year. So a bit of an opener here for Covenant, pardon me there. As O'Neal's 1-0 on the way, Jelly sends this one in the air. This will be shallow center field. 3 men are converging on it, and it'll be the right fielder Joseph Reidner who will catch it there for out number 1. So with 1 out here, stepping up to the dish, it'll be the former Scott. Lions right fielder Alex Gonzalez. Gonz 0 for 4 in game 1, was able to get an RBI ground out and reach via a walk as well. O'Neal going to pitch exclusively out of the stretch here as he'll throw that first pitch to Gonz in the dirt. 1-0 count now. Again, there comes a ray of sunshine. We've seen that a few times today, mixing in and out of the clouds there. As O'Neal comes set, his 1-0 delivery on the way. Gonz sends this one down the left field line. It'll stay fair by a mile. It'll roll all the way to the warning track. As picking it up out there is the left fielder, Burke. And able to stroll into second with a 1-out double is Alex Gonzalez. So Gonz able to get a hit against his former team. He'll stand on second. And coming up to the dish, it'll be Carter Ballstead. Sir Carty 1 for 4 today. He also had an RBI, or 1 for 4 in game 1, rather, should I say. So he had an RBI in game 1 as well. Game 2 of the series, game 1 of the doubleheader. As Carter's hit safely in all 8 of the Lions conference matchups. As that'll be taken low and almost in the dirt there. 1-0 count now. Alex get the speed threat out there. 10 for 12 in stolen bases this year. O'Neal check back at second once, twice, deliver home here. As the 1-0 hit in the air, this will be in deep right center field. Going to get that one is Mills. He will get to it. Coming up firing there, and to get back in the infield. Alex Gonzalez tags up second to third there. As now with 2 outs, this will bring up Hunter Kane.
Now batting designated hitter number 20, Hunter Kane.
So Hunter will come up here. 2 outs in the inning. Here in the bottom of the first. And Carter able to move Gonzalez over to third. So hitting with a man in scoring position here. The Lions have a chance to strike first. As O'Neal will look in and come set. Hunter will take one off the plate there. As that'll miss arm side for the left-handed pitcher, Judah O'Neal. I like that first name, Judah. What a name there. Just sounds like a great baseball player. O'Neal comes set to 1-0 on the way. Hunter takes a big hack at that one. Comes up empty. That'll even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 count here, 2 outs. Gonz will get a lead off a third. 1-1 in the dirt. And a good block there behind home plate by Harvey. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. We saw Harvey behind home plate last night. The young man can definitely glove it behind home plate. However, every time a Lion tried to attempt the stolen bag, the throw was selling into center field. So if you see a man on first today, don't be surprised if the Lions try to be ultra aggressive, as that'll catch the outer half there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Deuce is wild for the first time in game number 2 of this doubleheader. So we'll see who will win this matchup here early. 2-2 on the way. Hunter will take it in the dirt. Again in the left-handed batter's box. So we've quickly worked full here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Gonz will get his lead off a third. Kyle Carlson will stand in the looms here if Hunter Kane can reach. Full count on the way. Hunter will take that one low, and that'll be a walk. Good AB there from Hunter Kane, or should I say plate appearance. He'll trot on down to first, as Hunter had 3 walks there in game 1. And now up to the dish now. It'll be the third baseman, Kyle Carlson. Kyle able to get back on the board there. 3 for 5 in game 1 with 2 RBIs. As he's moved his batting average back up to .336 on the season. So Kyle stepping to the right-handed batter's box. Hunter Kane gets his lead off of first. Gonzalez at third. Still 2 outs in the inning. That'll be low and below the knees there, as O'Neill has seemingly lost a bit of his command here. Kyle works ahead 1-0. Shade starting to come in just a bit over there in center field. As we'll see the sun set probably a little after 7, a little bit later than that maybe. Be the late innings as the sun begins to set. This one hit out to deep left center field. I think Kyle got under that one a bit, and the wind caught it as well. Kenny Mills will catch it in center field for out number 3. So one hit there, Alex Gonzalez. It was a double. That's all the Lions will get there, as he won't be able to come across. 0-0 ball game headed to the second inning. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube, 4, 5, and 6. New up here for the Scouts of Covenant College here in inning number 2. So we're in Game 3 of this USA South Conference Series between the Lions and the Scots of Covenant College. As Ken Burke will lead us off here. Braden Sims able to do 1, 2, 3 there in the first inning as he got a double play. As it'll be a called strike 1 here to Burke. Burke 2 for 4 that first game. Also walked twice as he was able to reach 6 times. As he'll take a swing and a miss at that one. Braden Sims looks to have come out of that off-speed pitch right here as he'll work ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Biggest thing for the Lions, got to throw strikes here. Got to eliminate the sloppy defense. They can do those 2 things. They can beat just about anybody in the country. So that'll be a fastball inside there, 1 and 2. Obviously, doing that's easier said than done at times. But really, that's all it seems like the Lions need to do. 1, 2 on the way. So that'll be a breaking ball in the dirt and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll see some great pitching this weekend. As the relievers there in Game 1 are really the story of it. Nathan Boyce, Aiden Cooney, Justin Manis, and Tyler Roon all did their job. So that'll be up and out of the zone there. Out of run-off count full at 3 and 2. As between those gentlemen, only 1 run allowed, or 1 earned, as that came to Nathan Boyce. So again, a great outing. Harrison Treywick also thrown in the mix there as well. Full count on the way. A check swing there from Burke. He knows that he probably just swung at ball 4. So he'll get back in the box there after that gift to Braden Sims. Sims throwing back in there on the rubber. 3-2 on the way. Look like a good pitch there from Braden. Instead, it'll be ball 4 and a walk. So after that walk, up to the dish now. That'll be the third baseman, McCaleb Harleman. Harleman 3 for 6 there in game one as he had that 2-run double in the first inning, which really got the Covenant Scots going. We'll see what he can do his first time around here in game two. That'll be a breaking ball miss there. Tyler Nelson having to get dirty here early, as that'll make the count 1-0. Defense playing straight up here. Outfield playing straight up as well. Not too shallow, not too deep. 1-0 from B. Sims. They'll check on the runner at first. Burke, he's able to get back there in time, but just by the skin of his teeth, as we got a 1-0 count now. Exact same line score through one frame out there on the scoreboard. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for each squad. As again, they'll check on him. That time was a bit closer than the first, as Burke just barely getting back in there. As Braden will come set here. 1-0 to Harleman at the plate, make that 2-0 now. So we got 2 balls, no strikes here. None out, top of the second inning. And again, command been the name of the game for Braden Sims this year. And the starts that he's had as command, he's been one of the best starters in the conference. 2-0 on the way. Just not getting on top of his fastball right now, so he'll leave that one up and out of the zone. 3 balls and no strikes now. Because Braden will take a moment, walk behind the pitching mound, kick the dirt off the cleats there. Toe back in and come set. Big pitch awaits here from the freshman right-hander to the junior third baseman, Harleman. 3-0 on the way. Harleman 3-0 green light there. He'll take a hack at it and send it fouling out of play down the first base line. As that wind picks back up there. See it on our right center field American flag. 3-1 on the way. Harleman swinging a miss at that one. We got yet another full count here as B. Sims the one fighting back in this one. 3-0 count, ran it full at 3-2. So let's see what B. Sims goes to on the full count. Instead, he'll throw to first, as Owen able to handle that one over there at first. Burke gets back in time. Sims will look in for the sign here from his backstop, Tyler Nelson. Braden will come set. Full count delivery on the way. Harleman will send this one out to right center field. Gon's going back to his right. He'll catch it in a running grab and get out number 1. Returning back to first will be Burke. So now with 1 away, this will bring up the left-handed bat of Joseph Reidner.
Stepping in for the Scots, right fielder number 11, Joseph Reidner.
Reidner 1 for 3 in game number 1. So he had 2 RBIs and a walk as well, as every starter there in game 1 for Covenant had at least 1 hit. 3 gentlemen of 3 Scots had multi-hit games. As again, they'll check on Burke over there at first, as he'll take a moment to get back up. He does so. Maybe the Lions can end back-to-back innings. The first 2 frames here with double plays. See if we can get them here. As this one will be fouled off down the third base line over to the softball field at the Walker Athletic Complex. 0-1 count now. And again, as we said all day long, it's hard to pitch, hard to hit in these types of conditions here. Colder weather. As Braden will look in and come set. His 0-1 pitch on the way will be in the dirt there. Good breaking ball. Braden just trying to find the right spot on his delivery. As Sims has touched 87 on his fastball today. Thank you, Mr. Traz Crawford. So Sims bringing some heat here. And he'll break it right there to get a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 87, I think, is the fastest we've seen from a starting Piedmont pitcher this weekend with the top fastball. Braden will come set. 1-2 on the way. Burke kind of fake going over there at first. Tyler Nelson will drop that one. It was a ball anyway. That'll even our count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing so hard here. The lights from above the Loudermilk Field sign here on the roof or swaying around in a bit. Is the wind really picking up before the 2-2? Looked like that one might have gotten him if Burke would have had a bit of a bigger lead there, as Owen tagged him as soon as he got it. It was a good play there from O. Burke going to continue to get a pretty good lead over there at first. We got a 2-2 count here at the plate with Joseph Reidner. Big pitch incoming, 2-2. Good breaking ball there. Be too far inside, I'd have to assume. As now Braden will tow back in there on the rubber with a full count and one away. So Sims continue working these full counts here. He's been able to get out of most of them thus far. Full count on the way. Burke, again, fake still in the bag over there. He'll stay put. This one fouled out of play down the third base line by Reidner. We'll do full count with one out here again. Sims will look in and come set here. And he'll check on first on Burke yet again. They're going to keep Burke very close to that first base bag, as he's got his blue uniform very, very dirty over there. They're going to have to use some Tide after the game today. And Sims will look in and come set. His full count on the way. Burke, again, got to run about halfway between first and second, as this will be fouled out of play anyway by Reidner. We'll do 3-2 for another time. As the wind picking up there, you can hear it in the background. Blowing about as hard as this blew all day. Full count on the way. It's going to be low and away there as Reidner will walk for his first plate appearance. So now runners on first and second here. This will bring up the first baseman, Tyler Cox. Cox 2 for 4 in game one with 2 RBIs. The first baseman can swing it, as he'll have runners on first and second here and only one away in the top of the second. So chance now for the Scots to strike first here. First pitch on the way to Cox. Look like that'll be a breaking ball that'll miss low and away. 1-0 count now. Moving up to second on that walk was Burke. Obviously, Reidner's at first, as Harleman has been our only out thus far with a fly out to right field. (1-0) from B. Sims. Swinging a miss there from Cox. Cox looked like he was swinging a pickaxe there. That'll even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Runners on first and second. 2 walks in this inning is how Burke and Reidner have reached. As Braden will come set. We'll get time called here by Tyler Cox at the plate. He'll want to step out and readjust those batting gloves. As B. Sims will step back in here, he'll come set. Gets a sign. And the 1-1 will be just off the plate at 2 balls and 1 strike now. So we got a 2-1 count here with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Top of the second inning, scoreless ball game. Lions trying to keep it that way here. As Braden will check back at second a few times. Burke will fake take off yet again. He's not going anywhere. And that'll be foul tipped by Cox yet again. That'll run our count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sims will go ahead and settle back in there on the pitching surface. Not holding a runner on at first, as Braden will look back at second a few times. Is running this time, both runners, and it's a double steal. Burke will steal third as he'll belly flop in there. Reidner still second. And now's a ball on the play, so it's a full count with 1 out and 2 runners in scoring position. Burke is absolutely covered in that red clay that was watered down before the game at the infield. after he just belly flopped into third. Full count on the way. Braden's going to walk the bases loaded here as he's walked 3 out of the 4 batters he's seen here in the inning. And now this is going to bring up to the dish the designated hitter, Harrison Adelgren. So again, still double play in effect here. Adelgren, he started behind home plate there in game 1 of doubleheader, game 2 of the series earlier today, as he went 1 for 3 with a walk and a single. First pitch to him on the way. It's going to be low and away and catch the strike zone at the knees, 0-1. Again, command is the name of the game. Got to throw strikes and able to win ball games. Coveted has shown that they have some good plate discipline here and that they will lay off the junk in the dirt. As the 0-1 on the way, again, as shown right there, as that is going to even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Adelgren at the plate now. And if we don't roll 2 here, we'll see the second baseman, Andrew Brock. He's due up next. Wind really blowing now. 1-1 on the way. In the dirt yet again. Tyler Nelson just able to smother it. 2 balls and 1 strike. Braden Sims will step off for a moment here, recompose himself. So after Braden's able to step off, gather it together. Bases are still loaded here, 2-1 count. He'll come set, delivery on the way. Yet again, another one in the dirt here. That'll run the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. It's 3-1 count now, 1 out, top of the second inning. Lions and Scots all tied at 0. That could be different after this pitch. Could remain the same. Let's see here on this plethora of possibilities. This one sent out to right field. Gon's going to go back a bit. He'll catch it right there in the front of the wall. He'll throw it back in. It'll be a sac fly at RBI. Burt comes home to score. Tagging up second to third is Ryder. Cox will stay at first. And now with runners on the corners and 2 outs, it's a 1-0 lead for the coveted College Scots. Here comes the second baseman, Andrew Brock. Again, Brock getting his first start of the series. We saw him come in and pinch run last night in game 1. See what he can do here in game 2 of the doubleheader, game 3 of the series, hitting in that 9-hole and playing second. Throwback guy, no batting gloves here. Got the sleeves on a cold afternoon, moving into the evening. First pitch to him on the way. This is chopped to the left side. Braden Brooks will get out his glove, throw it to second for out number 3. So able to walk the bases loaded, a sac fly and an RBI, and then get out of it is Braden Sims. 1-0 ball game heading to the bottom of the second inning. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. As do it for the Lions here, 6, 7, and 8 for the Lions. Is leading us off here to be the backstop of Tyler Nelson. Saw Nelly in game 1 of the series. Did not see him in game 2 here today, so this will be the first time we've seen him here this afternoon. Tyler batting 192 on the season. As he'll send one up in the air to be in shallow center field. Moving back on it will be the second baseman, Andrew Brock, and he'll gather it in for out number 1. One pitch, one out. That's position right there for Jude O'Neill in his second inning of work. As this will bring up to the dish the first baseman, Owen Helgeson. Owen getting his 5th start of the year. 3 for 20, still working in some at-bats. We hadn't seen Owen at the plate too many times. Getting to see him here today. Swing and a miss at that one. First pitch from O'Neill. 0-1 count now. O'Neill working with a lead. As slim as possibly one could be at only 1 run, but still working with the lead nonetheless here. As he's throwing from the left side. Lions have had some issues with left-handed pitchers today. Big 12-6 curveball that'll sit in the zone there. No balls and 2 strikes now. So O'Neill will look in and come set exclusively out of stretch. 0-2. Owen able to foul this one off and actually into the stands as it'll come off of the Loudermilk Field sign into the grandstands. O'Neill got his ball, and he's ready to go back to work here. He's got the stirrups on, 0-2 on the way. Owen sends this one to the left side. Harleman going to back up a bit, throw it across the diamond. Good pick by Tyler Cox to get Helgeson by a step at first for out number 2. 2 outs here in the home half of the second. This will break up the second baseman, Jack Gilson. And Jack was a mid-game replacement for Scotty Lyon there in game 1. As Jack went 0 for 2, was able to reach via walk in 3 plate appearances. So Jack did not start in game 1. Played a majority of it, though, at second. Seeing the same thing here in game 2. His first one to him will be a swing and a miss there. Strike number 1. Seems like the Lions' bats have felt cold on a weekend where the weather has done much of the same. Just trying to get back into the groove of things here at home. There's the 0-1 in the dirt, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lions come off of a sweep last weekend of Berea, in which they scored 37 runs. And they outscored Berea 37-8 in the series. As Jack will chop this one to the left side. Harleman makes a good pick, throws it across the diamond. A great play all around there, and they'll get out number 3. 3 up and 3 down there for the Lions, heading to the 3rd. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. It'll be the top of the lineup here in the top of the 3rd inning. I was leading us off with a center fielder, Kenny Mills. It's Braden Sims still out there on the bump for the Lions. First pitch in the zone for a called strike number 1 there, 0-1. Mills flew out his first time up. Lead off the ball game back in the first. He'll take one low and below the knees there, as that'll be a rule to ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. B. Sims back into the windup. Ooh, got him swinging with that X again. A check swing there. Mills is not able to hold back on. 1-2 count now. Sun peeking through now. 1-2 on the way from Braden. Ring him up. Called strike, hit the knees there. Mills did not like that call, as he'll turn around and actually say something back to either Nelson or the home plate umpire, as that'll be out number 1. So now with 1 out, here comes the shortstop, Zeke Gilbert. He got the first hit of our ball game back there in the first. He's 1 for 1. You don't see a player turn back and usually say something to the umpire too many times, as you saw there with Kenny Mills. As Sims will hit Mills right on the backside there, as he'll jog on down to first. And with 1 out, this will bring up the catcher, Josh Harvey.
Catcher number 14, Josh Harvey.
Harvey grounded into a double play to end the first inning. 4-6-3 was the trio that went in, as he'll take a first pitch breaking ball in the inner half there. Called for strike 1, 0-1 count now. 1-0 ball game. As Ken Burke was able to come across and score there in the second. He'll stand on deck here. She scored from a sac fly and an RBI. 0-1 on the way. That'll be low and off the plate there. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 count here, 1 out. 1's across the scoreboard there. 1-0 ball game. Each team has 1 hit apiece. Not in the first inning, though, here in the top of the third. 1-1 on the way from B. Sims. That'll be too low there. It was a low and inside pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike now. So Braden will look in and come set now. 2-1 delivery on the way. This one's chopped off of Harvey, as I think he barely got his foot there, as that'll even our count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sams will get the ball back here. I think he'll actually get a new one for the home plate umpires. They'll switch those out. As Gilbert, hit by the pitch, stands over there at first. Harvey with this righty-lefty matchup here. He's worked it even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's not about the brightest it's been today, as we figured it would come out this evening, but not as bright as this. As we're moving in almost 6 o'clock and the sun finally waving at us from the sky. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, hit that one. And that'll be strikeout number 2 on the day for Braden Sims, and strikeout number 2 of the inning, and out number 2 of the inning there, as Braden looks to strike out the side. As this will bring up to the dish, Ken Burke. Burke walked his first time around and was able to come around and score the lone run of our ball game thus far, as the Scots lead 1-0. Braden will come set here. First pitch to Burke on the way. That'll miss up and out of the zone. 1-0 count now. Braden will come set. His 1-0 delivery on the way. Good breaking ball there. Missed. Not sure where it missed at. 2 balls and no strikes. Missed a little low, I would assume. American flag waving again. Let you know the wind is moving around. As Braden will look in. His 2-0 on the way now. And misses low, I would assume. It's sad that I have to assume, but I would assume. 3 balls and no strikes now. 2 outs here. Top of the third inning. Again, if you missed it earlier, men's lacrosse able to win 12-5 over William Peace. And our Lions softball team able to win 13-6 in game 1 of their doubleheader over Huntington. As Braden throws the same pitch, that's ruled a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now. So we're working with a 3-1 count here, 2 outs, top of the third inning. B. Sims will come set. Gilbert to get his lead off of first. B. Sims delivery on the way. That one's hit up in the air. This will be in shallow right field. Gonz is going to be running towards the foul line. It'll tail out in the foul territory, but he'll catch it there for out number 3. Braden Sims hits the batter, able to strike out 2 and then get that fly out to end it. Still 1-0 ball game as we move to the bottom of the third inning. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube.
Shortstop number 30, Brandon.
9-1-2 due up here for the Lions in the home half of the third inning. Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Braden Bebo Brooks will lead us off. Bebo, a very good game from him there in game 1. He went 1 for 3 with a 2-run double. He's also able to reach twice via 2 walks as well, as he'll take a first pitch strike there on the outer half. 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike here. 0-1 on the way. Braden sends this one down the first base line. Tyler Cox, the first baseman, bobbles it. He's able to regather it, though, as he gets it back in his glove, and he'll step on first for out number 1. So now with 1 out here, the lineup will turn over. As up to the dish now, it'll be the left fielder, Connor Jelly. Jelly flew out his first time up. As he's still looking for his first hit of the series. Jill able to foul this one up and out of play down the first baseline. 0-1 count now. Jude O'Neill, a guy, as we mentioned pregame, a bit of an opener is what we've seen, or more or less is what he's seen this season, working in his third inning here. This will be the second time through the Lions lineup, so it'll be interesting to see when and if they can get to him. As again, the Lions, they've had troubles with the left-handers. Covenant is strong today. His left-hander Austin Clark finished the last 4 innings and got the 4-inning save there in game 1. As a 1-1 on the way to Jelly. He'll take one for a called strike 2 there. 1-2 count now. Jelly back into the box now. As O'Neill will come set here. Again, exclusively out of the stretch. His 1-2 on the way. Jelly will take one low as it'll bounce off a home plate. That'll even our count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Excuse me, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I knew we have an even count. I just got the numbers incorrect. So now the 2-2 on the way to Jelly. It'll be low and off the plate there. That'll run our count full 3-2 now with 1 out here in the home half of the third. Again, 1-0 ball game there. The lone run scored in the top of the second inning. Full count delivery on the way. Jelly just able to foul that one off down the first base line. And it will go right at the bag and foul as Burke will pick it up. Excuse me, as Cox will pick it up and hand it over to Ethan Darrow. O'Neill will come set here. Full count on the way. Jelly will send this one up into the air, into right field. Ridner get his nose under it. He'll catch it there for out number 2. 2 outs now. Let's bring up the 2-hole man, the right fielder, Alex Gonzalez. Alex had a double his first time up. Able to get an extra base hit. The only hit we've seen from the Lions here so far in Game 3 of the series. See what Alex can do here his second time around this afternoon. Judah O'Neal looking for back-to-back 3-up, 3-down innings. As he'll throw a big 12-6 breaking ball there. That'll sit in the zone. 0-1 count now. 0-1 on the way. Gon sends this one to the left side. Harleman tried to catch it in the air. He'll throw it to first. And a good scoop there from Cox will get him. And that'll be out number 3. 3 up, 3 down there for the Lions. Heading to the top of the 4th. They still trail by 1 against the Covenant College Scots. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up here for the Scots Covenant College as McCaleb Harleman will lead us off here. Braden Sims back out there for his 4th inning of work here in the top half of the 4th inning. As he'll look to hang up back-to-back zeros here for the first time today. First pitch on the way to Harleman will be a breaking ball. That'll hit the inner half spot that Tyler Nelson will set up on. 0-1 count now. 0-1 delivery from B. Sims. Looked like a good breaking ball, maybe a bit high, a bit outside as well. 1 ball, 1 strike count. One on the way. That'll have to be scooped up by Nelson. Behind home plate there, 2 balls and 1 strike now. As now Sims, his 2-1 on the way. That'll be up and out of the zone. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, Sims been good today, only surrendering 1 hit. However, he surrendered 3 walks, which came back to bite him, and that's how Covenant has been able to score their lone run. 3-1 on the way. Harleman will take that one. That'll be a 5-pitch walk. As Harleman will draw his first walk here in Game 3 of the series, and the 4th that Braden Sims has surrendered today, as Joseph Ridner will step up to the dish. He drew a walk his first time around. As looking in and coming set here, Braden Sims. First one right down the middle there, about belt high, like a changeup. No balls and 1 strike. Sims going to work obviously off of his fastball, like a slider is what Braden throws there, and then obviously got a little change of action, just seeing it right there. As the 0-1 on the way, that's going to be low and away. Like that changeup again, as that'll miss in the dirt in the right-handed batter's box. Ridner, he's been a guy I've been really impressed with this series. He can work very, very deep into counts. And despite maybe if he doesn't get a hit, maybe if he does, he's just still able to work deep into these counts and fight off foul balls, as you'll see right there. He fights off a fastball at the top of the zone. And that'll be up and out of play down the third base line. And Sims, we're getting a pitcher's count here. And 1-2. 1-2 on the way as Braden will throw that one in the dirt at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. It seems like that's what we've seen out of Sims today. I don't know if it's by design or not. However, every time we've got to an even count or maybe Braden is ahead 1-2, he's been spiking them in the dirt, trying to get a swing and a miss. And Covenant's just not chasing it to bait. Let's see what he goes here to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Instead, he'll check over to first. Almost got Harleman there. Harleman got caught leaning a little bit over at first. And a good tag there from Owen Helgeson. Not able to get him in time, obviously, but nonetheless, still a good tag. They'll check on Harleman again. I think they got him that time, but the second base umpire disagrees. I don't even think it was close, to be honest. I think Owen got him at least half a second before his hand got in. Nonetheless, though, Harleman will live to see another day over there at first. He's leaning this time yet again. This one softly hit out to shallow right field. It'll fall in. Harleman's going to try to go first to third. Oh, Carter Ballstadt throw gets in. And going to second on the play is Reidner as well. So second and third now after that double from Reidner. No outs here, top of the 4th inning. And stepping up, it'll be the first baseman, Tyler Cox.
Now batting first baseman number 25, Tyler Cox.
Only the second hit of the day there. And he didn't hit it hard, but he hit it perfectly as Reidner floated that one out to shallow right field. As Carter, good throw back in there. As a throw beat Harleman the third. Kyle just not able to get the tag down there. First pitch on the way to Cox. Cox stings one out to center field. This should be a run. Carter will come up throwing. Good throw back in the infield. Harleman will come home to score. And a sac fly to RBI will make it a 2-0 ball game here in the top of the 4th inning. So now with 1 out, Reidner stayed at second there. And this will bring up the designated hitter, Harrison Adelgren.
Now batting the DH number 17, Harrison Adelgren.
So Adelgren up to the dish now. He had a sac fly and RBI his first time up. So still not recorded an AB here in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Game 3 of the series. B. Sims will look in. He'll check back at second once. As the first pitch on the way to Adelgren will be in the dirt. Tyler Nelson will have to change it in to the chase it in. Back to the pitcher in the grass part of the infield. As we'll have a 1-0 count now. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors there from the Covenant College Scouts. No runs, only 1 hit, and no errors from your lines of Piedmont University. 1-0 on the way. Nelly will smother another one here. 2 balls and no strikes. Looks like Ethan Lale is getting loose down there in the Lions bullpen. The Parkview High School product. 2-0 on the way to B. Sims, or from B. Sims rather, should I say. Fouled off by Adelgren. Down the first base line, up and out of play. That'll work our count back to 2 balls and 1 strike. And Braden, I mean, he's pitched very good today. Besides the walks. That's what has plagued him thus far, those 4 walks. And obviously when you issue out free passes, it's going to come back and bite you. But besides that, we've seen very good stuff from Braden Sims. 2-1 on the way here. Again, going to be smothered in the dirt there by Tyler Nelson. 3 balls and 1 strike. All it goes back to you got to throw strikes to win ball games, and you can't commit errors in the field. And unfortunately, that's what we've seen from the Lions in the first 2 games. And inevitably, that's what cost them the first 2 games here in this series against Covenant. 3-1 on the way. This is fouled back into the net. That'll run our count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes here with 1 out. The 7th inning last night when it began to unravel. 7 runs, 7th inning. Really cost the Lions, or did cost the Lions the game. It really cost the Lions the game. And then there in game number 1, a 5-run top of the 3rd from the Scots. Really cost the Lions there. Full count on the way. That'll miss up and out of the zone there. That'll be the 5th walk of the day there from Braden Sims. As now there will be runners on first and second here. 1 out. And we'll see up to the plate the IO hitter, the second baseman, Andrew Brock. Justin Scally will emerge out of the third base dugout here. As we'll see if Scales will pull it down to the bullpen, if he'll want Ethan Lell, or if he will remain with Braden Sims. Either way, we're going to take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Back here at the Milk Jug, top of the 4th inning, runners on first and second, 1 out. Andrew Brock up at the dish. In a 2-0 ball game as the Covenant College Scots lead your Piedmont Lions here in Game 3 of this 3-game USA South Series. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. First one on the way to Brock. It's flared out in the right field. It'll get down. Alex Gonzalez is going to come up throwing. Ryder's going to go second to home. Going first to third on the play will be Adelgren, and that'll make it a 3-0 ball game. Good piece of hitting there. First pitch hunting from Andrew Brock. As that'll move him to 1 for 2 on the day. As that'll flip over the lineup card. Here comes Kenny Mills. Mills 0 for 2 on today. Struck out looking and flown out. As Tyler Nelson will give out the signs to the infield here. As Lell continuing to warm up out there in the bullpen in left field. Braden will come set. First pitch to Mills, hit out to right field. Gunn's going to have a play on it. He'll charge in, have to slide down. Tagging up on the play and coming home is Adelgren. That'll be a sac fly and an RBI and a 4-0 ball game now. As the Lions will try to check the play and appeal if he left too early. They'll throw it back to third. Home plate umpire will wave safe. So therefore that'll mean that that's a 4-0 ball game. Definitely worth appealing nonetheless. As now here comes the shortstop, Zeke Gilbert. Gilbert 1 for 1 on the day and been hit by a pitch in his other plate appearance. 2 outs here, runner on first. First pitch on the way will be in the dirt. 1-0 count now. On the way. This one hit up in the air down the first base line. It'll go out of play into the trees. 1 ball, 1 strike count now. Here with 2 away in the inning. 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors there for Covenant. No runs, only 1 hit for the Lions and no errors. As the Lions look to stop the bleeding here, 3 runs across to the top of the 4th. One on the way. Second time he's been hit by a pitch this afternoon as Zeke Gilbert gets hit between the 1 and the 6. Now runners on first and second here. And we'll see the catcher here in Game 3 of the series, Josh Harvey. First, we'll see a pitching change. Just stepping out of the dugout will be Justin Scally. That'll be the line for Braden Sims. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. in the line for Braden Sims there after 3 2/3 innings pitched. It'll be 4 runs allowed, all 4 earned, 3 hits, 5 walks, the big number there, and 2 strikeouts for B. Sims. Lale will come in 10 1/3 innings pitched this year. 11 strikeouts to 9 walks, and a 9.58 ERA. First pitch there is a slider from Lale. That'll miss arm side to the left-handed hitting Harvey. 1-0 count now. So Lale throwing it from the right side. Again, freshman campaign from him. He seemingly got better and better every time we've seen him here at the Milk Jug. Hopefully that'll be the same case today, as that'll be hit right back up the middle. Think it went off the heel of the glove. Brock's going to come home. Carter will choose not to throw it there, and another run will come home to score, make it a 5-0 ball game now for the Scots. So an RBI single right back up the middle there from Josh Harvey. And now up to the dish will be the left fielder, Ken Burke. Ethan Lale went into defense mode there pretty much. Which, what else could you do when that one's hit right back up the middle off your heels? So he'll get a righty-righty matchup here with Ken Burke, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. First one to Burke. This one chopped to the left side. Braden Brooks will throw it to second, and that'll be out number 3. 4 runners come across here in the 4th, making a 5-0 ball game, heading to the bottom of the 4th inning. Lions trail by 5. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. $5-0 ball game here, home half of the 4th inning. Good news is, heart of the lineup coming up here for the Lions. Carter Ballsat will lead us off. Carter's 0 for 1 with a flyout here in Game 3 of the series. Judah O'Neill, the sophomore left-hander, is going to go back out on the mound, pitching with an even bigger lead now. It's not slim anymore, as it's 5-0. Hopefully, line up here gets something started. This is popped down the right field line. It'll stay fair, as Joseph Ryder will catch it down there about 290 feet down the right field line for out number 1. So now with 1 out, this will bring up Hunter Kane. Hunter able to draw a walk his first time around. He and Alex Gonzalez have been the only 2 Lions to reach base here today. First pitch to Hunter Kane is going to be taken low and away there. Good fastball from O'Neill. 0-1 count now. And again, these Covenant Scott pitchers, not sure if it's just been a rough go or if they've run into a cold Lions lineup, but you got to tip the hat where you got to tip the hat when it's due. And the credit's got to go to their pitching staff, especially over the last now 8 1/3 innings pitched, as they have shut the Lions down scoreless. As we saw Austin Clark come in, as that was going to be a called strike there. Loudermilk Field didn't agree with that one. As the 1-2 on the way, that'll be taken low and away there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Austin Clark pitched the last 4 innings there for the Scouts in game 1 of this doubleheader. Only had 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, didn't surrender a hit. As the 2-2 is going to be chopped foul. And then here, obviously, in game 2 of the doubleheader, through 3 1/3 thus far, Jude O'Neill has done much of the same. Only surrendered 1 hit and also held the line scoreless. 2-2 on the way. Hunter chopped this one to the left side. Shortstop Gilbert will fire it over to first, and that'll be out number 2. 2 outs here, home half of the 4th. 5-0 ball game. This will bring up the 5-hole man, the third baseman, Kyle Carlson. Kyle flew out his first time up. Kyle had a good game there in game number 1, where he was able to get 3 hits. As that'll be a first pitch ball there. 1-0 count now. O'Neill will throw a strike there as that'll catch the outer half. That'll even us up at 1 ball and 1 strike here. And again, silver lining here. Obviously, game not going in the Lions' favor, but it's good to see the sun out here. I know a lot of the fans felt like ice cubes most of the day, so maybe that's warming them up out there. As that will not catch the outer half. 2 balls and 1 strike now as Kyle Carlson working a good AB. 2-1 on the way to him. This one chopped to the left side. Harleman, tough play for him. It'll go into left field. Kyle is going to round first by a lot. Instead, he'll return there. See if that'll be an E5 or an error. As that was a tough play to make. But again, that's up to official scores. I'd personally have to give Kyle a hit there, but we'll see what they give it. That will be a hit there for Kyle. That'll be the second of the day there for the Lions. Kyle 1 for 2. Nelly going to come up to the dish now. He grounded out his first time up. As that'll be a ball off the plate there, 1-0 count. Jude O'Neill has not recorded a strikeout thus far. He has 5 groundouts and 6 flyouts to 11 outs he's been able to record. As that'll make it a 2-0 count now. As Harvey will go out there and talk to his starting pitcher. Interesting, he's been able to hold the line scoreless. And his defense obviously has not committed error there. Harleman close to right there, but a tough play. Ruled a hit. So just interesting to see nonetheless. As really the only blemish on his record, only 3 blemishes, I guess I have to say. Hunter Kane drew a walk his first time around, and then the 2 hits from Carlson and Gonzalez. It's really been the only, I guess you'd say, bad or below par at bats we've seen today. But besides that, I mean, Jude O'Neill has looked incredible. 2-0. Nelly will take that breaking ball there up and out of the zone. 3 ball, no strike count. As if Nelly's able to reach here, Owen Helgeson will be due up next. 3-0 on the way. Nelly will take that one low. 4-pitch walk. So a Kyle Carlson single, then a Tyler Nelson walk. Now runners on first and second here. This will bring up Owen Helgeson. Troubles in game 1 for both teams. 13 runners left on base for Covenant. And for the Lions, they left 10 on base there in game 1 of this doubleheader, game 2 of the series. You don't want to see that troubles be the same here. With 2 outs, you got 2 runners on. You'd like to see at least one of them brought home. Owen will send this one into the air. Doesn't like. We'll see it here. Kenny Mills will get his nose under it. He'll catch it there for out number 3. Kyle Carlson to get the second Lions hitter today. Tyler Nelson able to draw a walk, but to no avail, as it's still 5-0 ball game after 4. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. 5, 6, and 7 up here in the inning for the coveted College Scots. As we get the top half of the 5th inning here, as leading us off will be the third baseman, McCaleb Harleman. Harleman going to try and put a bunt down. He'll actually foul it back into the backstop here. 0-1 count now. Oh, 1 from Lale on the way. Swing and a miss, hit that one. No balls and 2 strikes now. As Lale out into the windup for the first time today, as he obviously entered in with base runners on. 0-2 on the way. He's ring him up. I think Lale missed the spot, but the spot was out of the zone, and he get it in the zone, and that'll be a 3-pitch strikeout. As that'll be out number 1. As now with 1 out here, this will bring up the right fielder, Josh Reidner.
Right fielder number 11, Joseph Reidner.
Joseph Reidner. Second straight day I've called him Josh. I'm getting him confused with the catcher, Josh Harvey. Reidner 1 for 1 on the day with a walk, as he'll take a first pitch ball. 1-0 count now. Reidner has scored 1 of the 5 coveted runs. Reidner will offer it that one and hit it down the left field line. Foul and off of the indoor facility. 1 ball, 1 strike count. One on the way. Another good pitch from Lale. Another good foul tip there from Reidner. 1 ball, 2 strike count now. 1 out here. Top half of the 5th inning. Obviously, the Lions want to hang up a 0 here. With the 1-2 on the way. Good pitch from Lale. Won't go chasing on that one, Reidner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Lale back in there on the rubber. See if he can get back-to-back strikeouts. 2-2 on the way. And he can! As Nelly will tag him after that one's in the dirt. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. As now up to the dish, it'll be the first baseman, Tyler Cox. Cox has a sac fly and RBI to walk here this afternoon, so no official at-bat for him thus far. First pitch from Lale on the way, right down on that main street there. 0-1 count now. Tyler Cox been probably the best hitter, most consistent hitter, I guess I should say, here in this series so far for the Scots. As the 0-1, you'll see him take that one out in the right center field. Carter on his horse trying to go back and get it. It'll be off the base of the wall. Gonz will pick it up. Cox will stroll into second with a double. Some broadcasters jinxed that I don't necessarily like, as a 2-out double from Tyler Cox off the base of the right center field wall. And now with 2 outs here, we'll see the designated hitter, Harrison Aldergren. Aldergren, same deal as Cox. He's walked and has a sac fly and an RBI. So now Lale will have to pitch with a man in scoring position here. As Lale will look in and come set. First pitch to Aldergren. That'll be low, ball 1. 1-0 count now. Here with 2 outs in the inning. That's coveted. They've scored in the second and fourth. They scored 1 in the second and 4 in the fourth. As 1-0 on the way. That's a good pitch there. Good all speed from Lale. Catch the outer half. 1 ball and 1 strike. Doesn't look like we got anybody up and throw it down there in the Lions bullpen. So Lale has the ball, and it's his ball game for the foreseeable future, it appears. As the 1-1 on the way. Good scoop there from Nelly to keep it with him, arms reach there. They'll hold Cox at second. That'll move the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. So we got a 2-1 count here with 2 outs. Lel comes set in the stretch here. His 2-1 on the way. Good pitch. Foul tipped off. Out of runner, count back even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. And the second time Deuce is wild this afternoon here in the top of the 5th inning. If I'm not mistaken, Deuce was wild for 7 times there in game 1 of the doubleheader. So the 9th time we've had today. As Lel will look in here, and he'll come set eventually. Finally, we'll get a time called here from Aldergren. A bit too long taken there, as he thought by Lel. Now Aldergren will step back in here. And he'll wait for Lel to come set. Big pitch waiting here, 2-2. Here he comes, and it's going to spike and get away to the backstop. Cox advances to third there, and that'll run the count full as well. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we got a 3-2 count now, 2 outs. Now the runner is at third, 90 feet closer, and only 90 feet away from scoring as well. And a 5-0 ball game as the Scots lead. So Aldergren will step back in. Again, just another big AB we've been seeing. Into the stretch, Lel will come set. Full count delivery. Ring him up! Ethan Lel with a big-time pitch there, and he'll get out number 3. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Lions still trail by 5. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Jack Gilson in will send one down to third base line as McCaleb Hartman has to make a tough play, and he'll get him by an eyelash over there at first. Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube, 8-9-1 here. Will face Judah O'Neill in his 5th inning of work. As O'Neill able to get a first pitch out there. Here we'll see Braden Brooks. McCaleb Hartman, he's had some trouble down there at third today, but good play by him there. Bebo retired via ground out his first time up. He'll take a ball off the plate there. 1-0 count now. On the way. Bebo fouled this one off down the first baseline. 1 ball and 1 strike. Almost 2 complete turns through that Lions lineup. And only 2 hits. As Gonzalez got a hit the first time through, and then the second time through Kyle Carlson. As a 1-1 on the way, it'll be called strike on the outer half there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. As O'Neill, he has just done absolute work today. Got to tip your cap to him. 1-2 on the way. That'll be a breaking ball that just didn't break enough, as that'll miss up and out of the zone there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bebo back into the box here. Has the sun really out now, as all the clouds seemingly moving out of the way here. As this one back up the middle. This will be backhanded by the second baseman, Brock. They won't get Bebo at first. So that'll be the 3rd hit of the game there for the Lions. So 3 hits through 2 complete turns through the lineup. As now we'll turn over that lineup card. Here comes the leadoff man, Connor Jelly.
Outfielder number 21, Connor Jelly.
Jelly 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts here thus far. As Bebo will stand over there on first. Bebo with a stolen base there in game number 1 of the doubleheader. He's 11 for 12 in stolen bases this year. Jelly will take a breaking ball there. 0-1 count now. No balls and 1 strike here, 1 out. And Bebo gets his lead off of first. 0-1 delivered home. Jelly will take a breaking ball there to be considered too low, as that'll even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. You want to know what's going on with your Piedmont athletic team? Well, you can go over to PiedmontLions.com for all of your Piedmont Lions needs. Again, that's PiedmontLions.com, as that'll be low and away there, 2 balls and 1 strike. We also got Piedmont Lions on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And if you want to specifically focus on Piedmont baseball, that'll be at PU Lions Baseball on Instagram and Twitter. Again, at PU Lions Baseball. Jelly will send one out to left center field. That'll get down. Bebo's going to go first to third. Jelly's going to go into second, and that'll be a 1-out double. As Connor stands on second there, Bebo on third. Now with 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position, here comes Alex Gonzalez. Seems as if Lions are able to get to the Scott starter Judah O'Neill here in the 5th inning. That's exactly what they need to try and avoid the sweep. As Connor now 1 for 3 here in game number 2 of the doubleheader. As Gons, he'll take one on the outer half there, ruled a strike. No balls and 1 strike here, bottom of the 5th inning. Scots lead 5-0, a big top half of the 4th inning where they scored 4. That has really helped them open it up here. This one chopped down the third base line, foul as it goes left of the bag. 0-2 count now against Alex Gonzalez, who's 1 for 2 with a double on his line today. Gons will take a breath here as Judah O'Neill in danger of surrendering his first run of the day, potentially runs of the day, as the wind has calmed down here, the sun out. 0-2 on the way. Gons sends one out to right field. That's going to carry a bit. Ridner will move on back. He'll catch it there, tagging up both Jelly and Brooks. Brooks is going to be at home standing up. Jelly at third just the same. And the Lions strike on the board here as they move back within a 4-run deficit. Now 5-1. Now with 2 outs, here comes Carter Ballstad. Carter's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts, as he's got a chance to drive in another run as Connor Jelly stands at third, just 90 feet away. O'Neill, good pitch there. Tried to frame it was Josh Harvey. Not able to do so. 1-0 count now. On the way to Carter. He'll send this one back up the middle. That ball's got eyes. Carter with an RBI single here, as he'll choose to just stay one. Kenny Mills will get it back in. The throw is aired back in the infield, and now Carter will advance to second on the E8 throwing error. So Lions draw 2 across here in the bottom half of the 5th. Back within 3. Maybe they can get their 3rd run right here as Hunter Kane up to the dish. Carter stands on second here with 2 outs. Carter has now hit safely in all 9 of the Lions USA South matchups this season. as the head coach here for the Covenant College Scots. Doug Simons will emerge here from the first base dugout as he'll talk to his pitcher, Judah O'Neill. Obviously, if you're a Scots fan, you want to see Judah O'Neill stay in there so he can qualify for the win. I mean, only one out away if he gets out of this inning with the Scots leading. However, same deal we talked about there in the first game with Zach Carlson. You don't want to throw him so long to where the Lions are able to get back into the ball game. And seemingly, you feel like if Hunter Kane is able to drive in Carter Ballstadt right here to make it a 5-3 ball game, it's only a 2-run lead at that point. So the Lions are back within reaching distance. Again, they trail by 3 right now. You feel like that third run here to bring it within 2 may just be able to be the momentum shifter. O'Neill first pitch to Hunter. He'll take that one low and away. Good take there. 1-0 count now. Again, the Lions, they've already lost the series. However, to salvage a USA South Conference win out of all of this would mean a good deal. 5-4 in conference play versus 6-3 is a very large difference, as that'll be low and in the dirt there. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs. Still a lot of baseball yet to be played with the Lions down by 3. As Judah O'Neill versus Hunter Kane is what we're seeing right now. Hunter 0 for 1 with a walk today. The 2-0 on the way to him. He'll send this one down the third base line. It'll stay fair. Carter will score easily. The only question is if Hunter goes for a double, he'll stay 1. And that'll be a 2-out RBI single. And that will get that elusive third run there and make it a 5-3 ball game. Hitting surely is contagious right now as the Lions bring within 2 here. And this will bring up the freshman phenom Kyle Carlson, who's 1 for 2 on today. That'll be the Lions' 6th hit of the day there. As Kyle will take that one in the dirt, 1-0 count now. Now as the Lions have brought across 3 runs here in the inning, Kyle Carlson is the tying run. I know it's only the bottom of the 5th inning, however, just showing how contagious hitting really is here. As Kyle sends this one right back up the middle into left field. Hunter's going to go first to third. Kyle Carlson's going to go 2. The throw back into the infield. They won't get anybody. Continuing the hitting fast here. As we'll see Kyle Carlson end up on second. That's definitely at least a base hit, potentially a double, as he's the tying run, and this will bring up to the dish Tyler Nelson.
Stepping in for Piedmont, catcher number 35, Tyler Nelson.
We'll again see Doug Simons emerge from the Scots dugout. That means we'll have a pitching change. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Judo O'Neill's day is done. The worst he can receive is a no decision, and the best is obviously still be in line. Well, the best he can receive is a no decision. He cannot receive the loss. He will not qualify for the win, only going 4 2/3 innings pitched, as we'll face Tyler Nelson here. It'll be the new arm of Connor Alston. Have not seen Alston so far this weekend, as Alston 2-3 on the year in 11 appearances. He's a 5.23 ERA, 20 2/3 innings pitched with a 23-13 strikeout to walk ratio. He'll be facing Tyler Nelson here. Nelson will take one at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike count here. Nelly with a base hit could potentially tie this ball game up, as he's 0 for 1 with a walk. As the 1-1 on the way. Nelly will send this one to the right side as a chopper. Tough play. Second baseman Brock will make it, though, and that'll be out number 3. Regardless, the Lions are able to get 3 big runs there and get them back in the ball game as they trail by 2 heading to the 6th. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube, as it'll be 9-1-2 due up here for the Lions, for the Scouts in the top of the 6th inning, as the Lions trail by 2 to the Scouts, 5-3. Leading us off here to be Andrew Brock. Brock 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI. Nice slider from Lale. Not sure where that one missed. I guess a bit low there. 1-0 count now. 1-0 on the way. This one hit out to left field. It'll get down. As Brock moves 2 for 3 on the day, he'll round first, but that'll just be a base hit there. So a leadoff single to begin the top half of the 6th inning. Flip over the lineup card, and what do you have? It's the center fielder, Kenny Mills. Mills 0 for 2 with an RBI, strikeout looking today. He also had a sac fly and an RBI. Was able to drive home a run. Let's still have a chance here to continue moving it forward. And he'll face Ethan Lale with a runner on first. No one out here in the top of the 6th inning. Lale look back over to first, comes set here in the stretch. He'll try to put down a bunt. It's a good one. I think he just got a bunt for a hit, and he did. Kenny Mills just put down, I think, probably one of the best bunts we've seen here at the Milk Jug all season. As it was a chopper that just kind of stuck in that grass. So now runners on first and second here, none out. This will bring up Zeke Gilbert. Zeke 1 for 1 on the day. He's been hit by a pitch his last 2 times up. So he's got a couple bruises, but he's reached base 3 times today here in game number 3 of the series. First pitch to him on the way. Good pitch from Ethan, as that'll hit the zone there. 0-1 count. No ball, 1 strike count here. None out, top of the 6th inning. Lions able to draw back within 2 now. As Lel will get a new baseball. I'm not sure if we're getting a violation warning or something there, but the second base umpire does come and talk to Lel. I'm sure he's not asking what his birthday is, so he'll have a conversation with him. As we'll have an 0-1 count now with none out. Runners on first and second. Gilbert back into the box. Lel will look back at second once, twice, and step off. So he'll step off there. Coveted dugout. Not sure if they're wanting a balk or not. As we'll see Lel look back in here now. Both teams with 7 hits apiece. No errors have been committed yet either. 5-3 is our score as the Scots lead. Almost the third hit by a pitch today for Gilbert as he's able to hop out of the way of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ethan Lel sitting his fastball about 83 to 85 miles per hour. As that's the word from our radar gun expertise, Mr. Chaz Crawford. 1-1 on the way there from Lel. This will be fouled off down the right field line and out of play up near the vehiculars. As that'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Top of the 6th inning here from Loudermilk Field. The weather's gotten better as the days went on. That's for sure. And it was gloomy for about the first game and a half. Now we're here in the top of the 6th, and the sun's out, getting ready to set upon Demers GA. Gilbert will again hit this one up near the vehiculars, as this will roll up the hill right there down the first base line, as we'll do a 1-2 yet again. Lions looking forward here. They'll have the week off, and then they'll go play the nationally ranked LaGrange Panthers next weekend on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Not doing your traditional Friday, Saturday, Sunday series because it's Easter next Sunday. So all athletics are going to get that one off. So, again, going to LaGrange Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That'll be at 7 p.m., 3 p.m., and 2 p.m. Next time the Lions will be back here at the Milk Jug will be on April the 19th. That'll be a midweek against Oglethorpe. It was originally rescheduled there. This one hit to the right side. Gilson in at second, going to make the play. He'll throw it to first for out number 1. That's just as good as a sacrifice bunt, as both runners will advance up to second and third. Pardon me there. And now this will bring up the catcher, Josh Harvey. Harvey 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Righty-lefty matchup here, playing in favor of the left-handed bat, Harvey. And again, the shades might be affecting out there in the outfield, as about the left side of the field is covered in the shade from the trees down beyond the left field wall. That'll be a swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt there as Lel moves ahead here. No balls and 1 strike. Again, I'm Brett Loftus, and you are watching Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Hope you've enjoyed it here today. It's obviously not the favorable outcome for the Lions there in Game 1. Trying to mount a comeback here in Game 2 in the top of the 6th as they trail by 2. The Covenant College Scouts. 0-1 on the way from Lel. That'll be drop. Could not tell if I was in the dirt or dropped by Nelly there. That was dropped. So it looked like a strike. That's why I posed that question. However, it being dropped there, 9 times out of 10, a home plate umpire is not going to give that strike call when your catcher drops it, unless it's just right down Broadway belt high, and that pitch was not. So we'll see what Lel will throw here on the 1-1 now. Delivery on the way. That'll miss arm side to the left-handed hitting Harvey. And Lel will fall behind. 2 balls and 1 strike now to the catcher. Harvey, again, he's a guy we've seen be able to hit deep into these counts. And you can see why a good majority of this Covenant College lineup is hitting over 300. 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And Lel has got him fishing on 2 pitches in the dirt here in this AB. That'll even up our count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We got a 2-2 count now. 2 runners in scoring position here, 1 away. Ethan will come set. 2-2 on the way. This one chopped to the right side. Owen going to catch it at first. He'll step on first unassisted. We'll trade it out for a run as that'll make it a 6-3 ball game. Now with 2 outs and a runner on third here as Mills able to advance on the play. This will bring up the cleanup man, Ken Burke. Ken Burke 0 for 2 today with a walk and a run scored. Not to be confused with the film creator Ken Burns, but Ken Burke. Ken Burns, a big baseball fan. I'm not sure if you've ever seen his documentary. They show it on PBS all the time about baseball. So that'll be a slider there, call strike number 1, 0-1 count. I've never personally been able to watch it myself, but I've heard it's pretty good. Cannot tell because of the glare if we got anybody up and throwing in the Lions bullpen. It does not appear so. There's a 0-1 on the way. That'll be in the dirt. Tyler Nelson able to get on top of that one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Got a lot going on this evening. NASCAR Cup Series up in Martinsville, Virginia at 7:30. Again, more Major League Baseball begin going on throughout the day. The Braves first pitch against the Reds tonight, 7:20 p.m. A lot going on here. The Masters have been going on today as well. Got Formula One going on later. There's a 1-1 on the way. That'll be a called strike in the knees. 1 ball and 2 strikes. See Leo 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. See if he can get him another strikeout here. 1-2 on the way. That'll be in the dirt. And Deuce is wild for the 3rd time this afternoon. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here. Runner on third here in the top half of inning number 6 as the Scots are doubling the line 6-3. Everything else equal in the line score. Both teams with 7 hits, both teams with no errors in the field. They'll look in. His 2-2 on the way. This one sent out to right field. Gons retreats a bit. He'll go to his left and catch it there for out number 3. Ethan Lale comes in and does the job as he'll surrender 1 run, but still a good inning from him nonetheless. As heading to the bottom of the 6th, the Lions trail by 3. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. 7-8-9 do appear for the Lions in the home half of the 6th. As leading us off, it'll be Owen Helgeson. Owen is 0 for 2 here as he's grounded out and flew out through 2 plate appearances thus far. Him and his Hillgrove High teammate will be due up here as Jack Gilson in the stand on deck. And then Braden Brooks due up 3rd in the inning. As Owen able to take one inside there, 1-0 count. Maybe the Lions can continue to add more on here. 1-0 swung on and foul tip there. That'll even us up, add 1 ball and 1 strike. Still in the ball game here, Connor Alston, the senior right-hander. He was able to come in and get the final out there in the 5th as with he in the ball game there, and Judah O'Neill not able to go 5 complete innings. Connor Alston is in line for the win, unless the Lions can tie or obviously take the lead. Owen will take that one away and off the plate there. Good take from Big O. 2 balls and no strikes. Two one on the way from Alston. That'll be low. 3 balls and 1 strike. Again, Big O working him a good AB here. Seen that here from a few guys this afternoon. Good ABs have led to hits. Lions have got a plethora of those over the past few innings. Owen will let that one sit in his zone there. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Alston really opening up before he goes and comes set. Kind of like Craig Kimbrell does almost. As his full count on the way here. Owen will get this one up in the air to be off the end of the bat. He'll throw the bat down. 3 converging on it here. Ooh! Second baseman Andrew Brock and Kenny Mills almost collide. And it will be Mills who catches it there for out number 1. That was almost a scary situation there for those 2 gentlemen. I'm glad that everybody's okay. They inevitably did not collide. As with 1 out, this will bring up the second baseman, Jack Gilson. Jack 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs. I'd be well dismissed without shouting out Lassiter High School as our 2 third basemen this afternoon, and they have been for all 3 games of the series from Lassiter. As the first pitch sent right up the middle, it'll hit off the face of Zeke Gilbert, the shortstop. He's able to recover and make the play for out number 2. As I was saying, McCaleb Harleman, the senior third baseman, attended Lassiter High School, and then, as you know, always, our freshman phenom, Kyle Carlson, also attended Lassiter High School. So 2 third basemen in the ball game from the same high school. That's always pretty cool. And you'll have Walnut Grove's finest here, Braden Brooks, up to the dish. As Bebo here in game 2 of the doubleheader, 1 for 2 on the day, as he's grounded out and gotten a single. As the first pitch there, Braden had to duck out of the way of it. It'll be a ball. 1-0 count. Coming set, 1-0 from Alston on the way. That'll be low and away there. Bebo will work ahead now, 2 balls and no strikes. Connor Jelly stands in the looms here if Bebo can reach. Two 0 from Alston on the way. Bebo sends this one straight up the chute. The pitcher, Alston, will call him off, and he'll catch it there for out number 3. 3 up and 3 down in that inning. Heading to the 7th, the Lions trail by 3. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube.
Getting off the seventh for the Scots, third baseman number 44, Carlson.
Bodie Eilertson in the ball game here. We've seen Bodie. He started a few games for the Lions this year and then was dealing with some left arm trouble as he'll face 5, 6, and 7 of the lineup here for the Scots as he'll face McCaleb Harleman as he'll spike one in the dirt here, 1-0 count. Ethan Lale, good outing from Ethan, 2 1/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run, giving up 4 hits, no walks and 2 strikeouts. 1-0 from Bodie. Be over the plate there. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bodie 0-2 in his college career thus far. 14 1/3 innings pitched. 16 strikeouts to 5 walks. 1-1 from Bodie. Good breaking ball there. He'll catch Harleman out front. 1-2 now. Again, Harleman attended Laster High School. He's 0 for 2 with a walk this afternoon. Bodie will take a step off here, get ready to do the 1-2. On the way, good breaking pitch there. Harleman will just be able to foul, tip it back into the net. And we'll do 1-2 yet again here. Bodie, the third pitcher we've seen today. Braden Sims started us off, then Ethan Lale, and then here Bodie Eilertson. 3 freshmen thus far is the 1-2 on the way from Bodie. He'll spike that one there, as I think he's losing some grip, not necessarily on the ball, but down below his spikes there as he's digging out him a little village on his landing spot on the mound. So he'll come back set. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss there. And they'll say Nelly's got to throw it to first. He does. That'll bring Owen off the bag, but he'll come back down on it in time, and that'll be a strikeout. Throw him out at first. Out number 1. With 1 out here, this will bring up Joseph Reidner. Reidner 1 for 2 as he singled and walked to reach today as he struck out in his only other at-bat. He's also scored a run as well. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Good fastball there from Bodie. Out of catch low and away to the left-handed hitting Reidner. 0-1 count. 0-1 on the way. Trying to hit that same spot. Bodie missed it a little low there. That'll even us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Bodie back into the windup. 1-1 on the way. Breaking ball. I think Bodie on his follow-through still might be having some issues out there on the pitching surface. As he'll get him a new ball here. Regather behind the rubber. Settle back in here. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 on the way. This one fought off. It'll go down the left field line and foul. That'll even our count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bodie, that's 1 in the dirt from him there. Out of run it full, 3-2. Hadn't seen Bodie since Methodist, and that was on March the 6th. So it's been over a month since we've seen him here. As he'll come set. 3-2 on the way. This one fought off. This will be hit to the shortstop, Braden Brooks, and Braden not able to gather it up there, as that'll be an E6 fielding error. As now with 1 out here, stepping up to the dish, it'll be Tyler Cox.
First baseman number 25, Tyler Cox.
Bodie has really he was having a very good season before that injury he suffered against the Monarchs of Methodist University. Christopher Newport, 5 innings pitched in his collegiate debut, only 1 earned run and 8 strikeouts. Then against Rhodes, a little bumpy outing, 4 innings and 4 earned. Elizabethtown, 5 innings pitched, only 1 earned run from Bodie there. He had 6 strikeouts in that outing. There'll be a ball there to Cox, 1-0 count. And then against Methodist, he only went a third of an inning as he had 3 earned runs and 2 walks. That was when he suffered that injury there against the 4th batter of the ball game. So, again, happy to see Bodie back out there on the bump. Looks good so far, as the 1-0 is going to be a bit low there. 2 balls and no strikes now. First error of the ball game here. This has made it all the way to the 7th inning today. As the 2-0 on the way, Bodie will put that one right at the knees. Good change up there. 2 balls and 1 strike. So we got a 2-1 count here, 1 out. Lefty-righty matchup between Eilert's son and Cox. Bodie comes set. He'll go to first. Ooh, that was a good move there. He's tried to get Reidner at first. Reidner kind of broke forward and then broke back. As now Bodie will tow back in here on the rubber. Into the stretch, he obviously with the man on first. 2-1, they'll check him at first yet again. Bodie, a good move, obviously, coming at from the left side. A lot of deception can be in that pickoff move to first. Bodie will come set here. 2-1. There it comes. Look like a breaking ball. It just doesn't break over the top. 3 balls and 1 strike. Coach Scally going to be happy yet again as his Yankees win on back-to-back days as they beat the Red Sox 4-2. As 3-1 on the way. That one's called a ball. So a 5-pitch walk to Tyler Cox. He'll trot on down to first. And now the runners on first and second here, we will see Harrison Aldergren.
Number 17, Harrison Aldergren.
Elsewhere in Major League Baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays beat the Orioles 5-3. The White Sox beat the Tigers 5-2. The Mariners beat the Twins 4-3. The Cardinals beat the Pirates 6-2. The Cubs beat up on the Brewers 9-0. The Blue Jays beat the Rangers 4-3. Marlins beat the Giants 2-1. Phillies beat the A's 4-2. And a pitching duel in Kansas City as the Royals beat the Guardians 1-0. As that'll be a ball there, low and away, 1-0 count now. On tap, obviously for tonight, our hometown Atlanta Braves will play host to the Reds at 7:20, where they'll be getting their championship rings. That ceremony's happening probably about as we speak. The Rockies and the Dodgers play tonight. The Diamondbacks and the Padres, and then Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout will play host to the Houston Astros. 1-0 on the way as Eilert's son will fire in a strike there. That'll even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So we got a 1-1 count here, 1 out. Runners on first and second here. Bodie trying to hang a 0, and then we go stretching here in the 7th. Double play will do it here for us. As the sun begins to set, the lights have turned on at the milk jug. This one hit out in the center field, and that might be a run. Carter will pick it up and throw it back in. Going first to third is Cox, and coming home to score on the play will be Reidner. And that'll make it a 7-3 ball game now. Seven-3 ball game, 1 out here. This will bring up the 9-hole hitter, the second baseman, Andrew Brock.
Second baseman number 1, Andrew Brock.
You'd figure that Brock, hitting in that 9-hole, would not be a good hitter, just to be quite honest. But he's 2 for 3 today, and he's got an RBI. We've seen a lot of 9-hole hitters tear up the lines this year, and he's just continued the stretch of that. As that'll be too far low and inside. 1-0 count now. As more times than not, you can just kind of disregard the 9-hole hitter in most lineups. Andrew Brock says, no, not today. Not him. Bodie's 1-0 on the way. That'll miss arm side there to the right-handed hitting Brock. 2 balls and no strikes. As again, the lines are now in very much so dangerous territory, being swept by their USA South Conference foes of the Covenant College Scots. Trying to limit the damage here in the 7th. 1 already across, 2-0 on the way. That'll be at the knees and a called strike there. Good fastball from Bodie. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 away. As Allegren stands on first there. He got his second RBI today. They'll actually throw back. Tyler Cox way off of the bag as Bodie checked him back on over there. Tyler Cox, not the best speed at all down there at third. So I guess the Lions are comfortable with checking back over there at first. 2-0, runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw gets down. And Cox is going to try and come home. And batter interference on the play. So batter interference, both runners will return back to where they were at. And that means Andrew Brock should be out for out number 2, and the lineup card will turn over. Before we get the final decision here, Doug Simons is going to come down and question the call. I mean, honestly, he should come down and question it. But, I mean, home plate umpire's on top of the play, so he's going to know what's going on there. And you don't see that play called too often. As nonetheless, still in second there if it would have been a stolen base. Allegren would have been safe. Cox would have been out by the mile coming home there. So, really, I think Covenant might come out better in this situation as they come out with 2 outs and still 2 runners on instead of 2 outs and they'd only had a man on second. So, flip over the lineup card. It'll be the center fielder, Kenny Mills. Lefty-righty matchup here. This one sent over Kyle Carlson's head. Cox will come home to score. That'll make it 8-3. That ball's deep down there. Jelly will finally get it back in, and that'll be an RBI 2-out double here from Kenny Mills, and that'll make it an 8-3 ball game. Now with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, it'll be the shortstop, Zeke Gilbert, as it doesn't get any easier. 1 for 2, and Zeke's been hit by 2 pitches today. So he's reached 3 times. Bodie got a battle back here. This is first out in a while, trying to shake off the rust, as he hasn't pitched in a game here at the Milk Jug in over a month. Bodie will come set. First one on the way. Good pitch there. Lively fastball. That'll catch right over the zone at the knees. 0-1 count now. Bodie will step off and pump fake here so he can reset the clock. This will be fouled off and actually hit off the roof part of Loudermilk Field. So there'll be no balls and 2 strikes here. 2 outs. Looking for that third one. Trying to get out of this inning as the Lions are back to trailing by 5 here. Bodie will come set in the stretch here. His 0-2 on the way. Ring him up. Good pitch from Bodie to get out number 3 and strikeout number 1 for him on the day. 2 more come across as we're going to stretch it, and the Lions trail by 5. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Top of the order due up here as Connor Jelly, the leadoff man, will lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Connor Alston still on the bump out there for Covenant. As Lions, hopefully, some way, somehow, sometime, hopefully they can get to this Covenant pitching staff. Put up a 3-spot there in the home half of the 5th. Every other inning they've only scored, or they haven't scored, rather, should I say. So, again, this could be a big inning here for the Lions as Alston starts Jelly off with a strike, 0-1 count. 0-1 on the way. Jelly will take a breaking ball way up and out of the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. 9 outs to play with as the Lions try to avoid the 3-game sweep here. 1-1 on the way. Jelly will take a breaking ball there. That'll sit on the outer half up in the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Alston will come set. His 1-2 on the way. Jelly just able to foul tip that one away. As we'll do the 1-2 here yet again. Getting the Lions. This will be the last time we'll see him at the milk jug for a while, as they won't be back here until April the 19th, which will be not this Tuesday but next Tuesday. The 1-2 on the way. Chop back to the pitcher. Alston will underhand it over to first, and that'll be out number 1. Now with 1 out here, this will bring up Alex Gonzalez. Gonzalez 1 for 2 on the day, as he has a double and a sac fly and an RBI.
Right fielder number 16, Alex Gonzalez.
Gonz had a pretty good series against his former team. Still hasn't left the yard yet. That'd be nice. That's the first one to him. That's another hit for him, though. He'll send that through the 6-5 hole. As Gonz will trot on down to first. He's 2 for 3 today. And now up to the dish, it'll be Carter Ballstead. Carter able to get his hit a hit his last time up to continue his conference hitting streak. 1 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored. As Gonz will get his lead off of first. Another multi-hit game for him. Carter will take a breaking ball there. That'll be in the strike zone. 0-1 count. Gonz continuing to move the average up. He was sitting below the Mendoza line for the majority of the year, and with his hot streak, he's gotten it up to 245. As the 0-1 on the way, that'll miss off the plate away from Carter Ballstead. 1 ball and 1 strike here. One. Carter chops this one to the left side. Carter's got a multi-hit game. Is again through the 6-5 hole. Back-to-back singles here with 1 away. This will bring up the cleanup man, Hunter Kane.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 20, Hunter Kane.
So Gonz will be on second here. Carter on first. Maybe the Lions will get a little 1-out rally going against Connor Alston. Hunter 1 for 2 on the day. That'll almost hit him there, as Hunter had to drop that one all the way down to the ground there. Almost hit him up in the noggin. That'll be a 1-0 count. Look like he's doing the limbo there, as Alston will come back set. 1-0 on the way. Hunter sends one way up in the air to be in shallow center field. Will it drop? And it will not. Good play by the shortstop, Zeke Gilbert, with a sliding grab out there in shallow center field to get out number 2. 2 outs here, home half of the 7th. This will bring up Kyle Carlson.
Stepping to the plate for Piedmont, third baseman number 27, Kyle Carlson.
Kyle has had 5 hits in a doubleheader today. He had 3 in game 1. And he's got 2 here in game 2. We'll see if he can match that 3 he put up here in game 1 here in game number 2. Kyle continuing to move the average back up to 345 right now. Kyle will barely get a piece of this one, but he'll foul it off up there near the Bergen tennis courts. as that'll make it an 0-1 count. We got no balls and 1 strike here, 2 outs. As Austin will look in here. Oh, 1 on the way. Kyle moves out of the way of that one and is called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes here. Austin. He'll look in for what seems like an eternity and finally comes set. 0-2 on the way and a swing and a miss there, and that'll be out number 3. Back-to-back zeros here as the line's not able to bring one across, heading to the 8th. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. As the right-hander Kyle York coming in to pitch here. As Bodie Eilert's son pitched an inning, 2 runs allowed, neither one were earned. They gave up 2 hits, a walk, had 2 strikeouts. Kyle York into the ball game here. His first pitch will be chopped down to first base line. Great play by Owen Helgeson. He'll get it to Kyle covering first, and that'll be a good out number 1 there. Big O, some good defense down there at first. As retired there will be the catcher, Josh Harvey, as this will bring up the left fielder, Ken Burke. York, as I was saying, now has the ERA under 10 on the year, 9.95. As he's 2-0, he'll throw a first pitch strike here to Burke, 0-1. 11 strikeouts to 8 walks. York's 0-1. A great breaking ball there, York. As that'll catch the outer half, 0-2 now. As York toes back in there on the rubber. 0-2 to be done here. Into the windup he goes. And a foul tip. I think that was off of Nelly's mask there. He'll play it off the backstop, and we'll do 0-2 for a second time. Top of the 8th inning. 1 out here. Lions trail 8-3 to the Covenant College Scots. Covenant won game 1 by a score 7-3. Game 2 earlier this afternoon, 9-8. And then here in the late afternoon, early evening, and game 3, Looks as if the Scots are well on their way to sweeping the Lions. Lions have 6 outs to play with here. Obviously have to get out of the top half of this inning first, as we got a 1-ball, 2-strike count here. 1 away to Ken Burke. 1-2 on the way. That'll even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two on the way. This one hit to the right side. Second baseman Jack Gilson will gather up, throw it to first. And that play was a lot closer than it should have been, as Burke almost safe, but instead it'll be out number 2. 2 outs here. It appears we will have a pinch hitter for the third baseman, as it'll be Trevor Graventine. Graventine will take a first pitch ball, 1-0. Graventine 1 for 4 in game 1 of the doubleheader, as he also reached via a walk. As he'll take a strike here, that'll even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. So we got a 1-1 count here. 2 outs. York still in the windup. And that'll catch the strike zone there. 1 ball and 2 strikes. York 1 pitch away from getting out of this one. 1-2-3. 1-2 on the way. This one hit down the right field line. Foul. It'll stay in play. We'll do the 1-2 yet again. And now swing and a miss there. Yorkie Dorky ring him up as he'll get out number 3 here in the top half of the 8th inning. Kyle York looking sharp there, heading to the bottom of the 8th. The Lions trail by 5. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Lions baseball back here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. 6-7-8 due up here in the home half of the 8th. As leading us off will be the catcher, Tyler Nelson. Nelly 0 for 2 on the day. He has reached base via a walk. Connor Alston still out there on the bump for the Scots. As looked like a mix-up there. Probably was a strike. But nonetheless, because of the cross-up, it'll be ruled a ball, as it'll be 1-0 count now. 2 1/3 innings pitched from Alston. Only 2 hits allowed, no walks, and a strikeout. 1-0 on the way. Nelly will foul that one back into the net. That'll even us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Having a race to the foul ball here, as Covenant beats the Lions, or the Scots beat the Lions to that. As Austin will look in here and come set. His 1-0 on the way. Nelly will foul tip this one. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 3 flyouts, 3 groundouts, and 1 strikeout. That's how Austin has gotten his 7 outs thus far. As he will look in and come set. The 1-2 on the way. Nelly sends that one right back up the middle. Oh, my gosh. Connor Austin on his bottom, caught that ball. That young man deserves a round of applause for that one. Goodness gracious. He went into self-defense mode and still caught the baseball. That was incredible. Man. Connor Austin, give him the gold glove right now for pitchers in Division III. I mean, oh my. You remember what I was talking about earlier? Sometimes you just got to tip your cap. Well, you got to take the cap off right there. Goodness gracious, what a play. As Austin will get a out number 1. This will bring up Owen Helgeson. This will be up near Owen's head. He's able to move out of the way of that one. 1-0 count now. That also is just very reflective of the Lions' luck we've seen today. As the 1-0 on the way, Owen is going to take that one as that's going to be too far off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes. Connor Austin will look in here. He's thrown 2 balls since that incredible defensive play just made. Owen able to fight that one off. 2 balls and 1 strike here. As the home plate umpire tells the Lions dugout he needs 4 baseballs. No air, and he'll have him ready down there. As Owen will wait the 2-1 here. Here comes the delivery. This one hit out the right field. It'll be a single. Owen Helgeson 1 for 4 on the afternoon. As he'll get back over to first, and this will bring up the second baseman, Jack Gilsonen. Gilsonen 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs. As the Lions are now out hitting the Scots 10-9. Both teams have committed 1 error. And it's an 8-3 ball game. The Scots lead. As this one sit down the first baseline. Tyler Cox trying to locate it. And the bullpen. Catcher will actually make the play down there. Good play by him to catch it in the air. As Covenant, their bullpen jokingly held up the out signal as the umpire would hold up. Bunch of comedians down there in the blue and white. As Austin will look in and come set. 0-1 delivery here. Bebo take out one in the dirt. Gilly takes it in the dirt. And Owen will take off for second. He'll be there. That'll even up our count at 1-1. Speaking of Bebo, he's on deck. There's Jack Gilsonen work a count here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Owen able to move out of that double play territory there as he'll stand on second. 1-1 on the way. Gilly working ahead here. 2 balls and 1 strike. 7:37 Eastern Standard Time here in Demorest, GA. Says our sun will set at 8:01 p.m. The 2-1 on the way. Gilly able to hold up on that one. Wow. Pardon me, as a second base umpire, don't know what he was looking at. Says that he went around. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, I hate to be critical there, but I don't even think Jack even broke the back plane of the plate. Nonetheless, it'll be strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even count here. Jack able to foul this one off down the right field line and out of play into the trees. Two from Alston gathered up and on the way here. Gilly to the left side. It'll get into left field. Owen broke back towards second. Didn't know if it'd get there. The diving stop by Brock able to make the play. He's now playing third. Able to get it there. Not able to get it, rather, should I say. Is Gilly with a single. This will bring up Braden Brooks.
Now batting for the Lions, shortstop number 30, Braden Brooks.
So now some danger here from Connor Alston. The first he's really had to pitch in this evening. As the first pitch to Bebo on the way. This one sent out to left field. It'll hang up a bit too long. Owen's going to tag up, and he'll hustle on home as he'll get there safely, as that'll make it 8-4. I think Owen might be injured as he's laying down on home plate. We're going to take a break here. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Sack fly and an RBI error for Braden Brooks. Owen had to be helped off there by Coach Scally and Carter Ballstadt, as we hope Big O is okay, as he tripped coming down the third base line there and had an awkward slide at home, as Jelly will chop this one over to the left side. Zeke Gilbert will throw it across the infield. Jelly thought he was safe at first. It looked like he's safe by about 2 steps, and he'll be called out for out number 3. Now with 3 outs here, we'll move on to the ninth. Lions trail by 4. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus, Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. As it'll be a first pitch to Joseph Reidner here. As that'll be a ball there in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes here. It was the top of the 9th inning. As York will come set. 2 balls, no strikes. This one hit out to right field. Coming in on that one, Alex Gonzalez. He'll catch it there for out number 1. Defensively, Grant Olson in to play first as well. Again, the thoughts and prayers are with Owen. Hope he's okay. Nothing too serious with him, as he was able to come across and score on that sac fly and RBI from Braden Brooks. Kind of awkward in between play there as the left fielder dropped it on the transfer. Owen didn't know whether to go back or come home. Ended up coming home. And then an awkward slide at home as well as Cox able to lean out of the way of that one, 1-0 count. So again, just praying for Owen. Hope he's okay. This one hit over to the left side. Kyle Carlson's got to play at third. He'll fire a strike over to Grant Olson for out number 2. 5 up, 5 down for Cal York. He is now up to the dish. Will be the designated hitter, Harrison Aldergren.
Now batting the DH number 17, Harrison Aldergren.
Aldergren will swing it from the right side here, as he'll take a ball there on the first pitch. Aldergren 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Aldergren's also a walk, struck out looking as well. He also has a sac fly and an RBI. It's 1-0 from Kyle, going to be in the dirt here. He'll fall behind 2 balls and no strikes. It's a 2-0 count now. York 2-0 on the way. This will be fought off here. 2 balls and 1 strike. York been very impressed by his outing thus far. If any silver lining in the positive can be found, it can be from him. Inning in a third thus far, strikeout. He's gotten 3 ground outs and a fly out as well. As that one almost sneak in there and hit Aldergren. And do 3-1 here. 3-1 on the way. That'll be low and in the dirt. Be the first walk that is issued by Kyle York. There's now with 2 outs and a man on first. This will bring up the starting second baseman, but now playing third, Andrew Brock.
Now batting for the Scots, number 1, Andrew Brock.
Brock swinging it from the right side. 2 for 4 on the afternoon with an RBI. As that one will be low and away there. Good breaking pitch there from Cal. Home plate umpire disagrees and still call it a ball. 1-0 count now. Beautiful sunset here in Demorest, GA. After a very cloudy and gloomy cold day. Get a beautiful sunset here in the northeast Georgia mountains. 1-0 on the way from Kyle. Aldergren going to get far off the bag. And that one misses low as well. 2 balls and no strikes. York will look in here. His 2-0 on the way. Same pitch, called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Back-to-back change-ups hitting the same location. As now York will come set. 2-1 on the way. This one hit out into the center field as Carter will have a play on it. As that'll be another 2-out single here. As Aldergren will stand on second. 3 for 5 today now for Andrew Brock as the lineup card will flip over, and here comes Kenny Mills.
Now batting center field, number 4, Kenny Mills.
Kenny Mills 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. He's got a double and a single. Struck out looking, also has a sac fly and an RBI. Through 5 plate appearances, as this will be the 6th time now through the Covenant lineup. As Kyle will come set. Mills will hit this one out to left field. Jelly will run down on that one, and he'll catch it for out number 3. Kyle York, back-to-back scoreless innings here in the 8th and the 9th inning. Let's see if the Lions can come back here down by 4. You're listening to Piedmont University Athletics here on YouTube. Brett Loftus here, Piedmont University Athletics on YouTube. Bottom of the ninth inning, as it'll be 2, 3, and 4 due up here for the Lions. As leading us off, it'll be Alex Gonzalez. Connor Alston, the senior right-hander, still out there on the bump for the Scots, as he'll look to finish it off here and get 3 more outs. And as well, finish off the 3-game sweep here of the Lions. Alston will look in and come set. First pitch on the way to Gons. He'll take that one low and at the knees, and a called strike 1 there. Had a great staff here today. Abby Judge ran our scoreboard, a women's soccer player in Game 1. Here in Game 2, it's been the usual. Danielle Percival, Troy Wyman, and Joe Garwood. 0-1 on the way. That's going to be up and out of the zone. Even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. We also have our broadcast over on the radio only on Z98.7 FM. Michael Thomas and Matt Kodrowski, as well as Evan Laporta. Those 3 gentlemen have been calling that today. As that Gons will take that one low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1. Gons will foul tip this one up and out of play. Even our count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alex, a multi-hit game against his former squad, 2 for 3. Has a sac fly and an RBI as well as a double. And a single mixed in there as well. Alston will come set here. 2-2 on the way. Gons swing and miss at that one, and that'll be out number 1. 1 out. Here comes Carter. 2 for 4 with an RBI and a run scored. He's got 2 flyouts as well. Sir Carty continues his rule of dominance here in the USA South. 410 batting average on the season. First one there. It'll be a called strike there on the outer half. 0-1 count. Carter sitting on 39 RBIs. 8 homers. He's walked more than he struck out this year, 18 to 14 there, walks to strikeouts. As that'll be inside there. It'll be a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 on the way to Carter. He'll take a big hack and miss at that one, as that'll be strike number 2. 1-2 count now. Carter actually the only guy in the lineup today that has walked more than he struck out this year. Only man close is Hunter Kane hitting behind him. 22 walks to 23 strikeouts. So Hunter has 1 more strikeout than he does a walk this year. So again, that's just a true testament to how good Carter's been. Walking more than he struck out this year. He's got an even count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alston on the way. Carter able to fight that one off down the first baseline, foul and out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, not saying he'll hit it right here, but the next homer that Carter does hit will break the program record, as he's tied for first right now with 8 in a season. It'll break the Siegel season record if he can get to number 9. As he'll fight this one off again down the right field line, up and out of play. Most Big Brother Brady had was 5 in a year. So Carter surpassed him in his senior season. Again, the single season Piedmont NCAA record is 8. As Carter tied for first there. 2-2 on the way. He'll take that one up and in. As Carter kind of had to move out of the way of that one. That'll run us full at 3-2. Alston will come set. Full count delivery on the way. Carter will take that one in the dirt. And there's another walk for him, as he'll trot on down to first. And here comes Hunter Kane. So with Carter going on down to first, Hunter Kane up to the dish. The tying run is going to be in the hole here. So obviously Kyle Carlson will move to on deck. So the tying run will be Tyler Nelson in the hole. So if the Lions can make it that far, they will bring the tying run to the plate here with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning. Trailing by 4. Hunter will take one inside there. That looked to be about 2 feet inside. Nah, I'm not going to say that much. But all seriousness, probably about 4 inches inside. But it's called a strike. Just a long string of questionable balls and strikes tonight. Hunter swinging a miss at that one. 0-2 count now. No balls and 2 strikes here. 1 out, bottom of the 9th inning. The Lions trail to the Scots 8-4. 0-2 on the way. Hunter will take that one off the plate. We get boos here from the Covenant crowd. That's the give me back call more than likely. As Austin will look in and get the sign, he'll come set. His 1-2 on the way here. Hunter send this one out in the left center field. It'll get down. Kenny Mills running to get that one. Carter, good speed. He's got the long stride. He'll go first to third. Awkward slide into third as Carter will pop up. Coach Harris is checking on him over there. Heath Waldrop will emerge out of the Lions dugout. He'll go run for Hunter Kane. Good piece of hitting there for Hunter. And this will bring up Kyle Carlson. So now the tying run will move on deck here as we'll see Doug Simons emerge from the Scots dugout. Skin Lions are not dead yet. 12 hits here in this Game 3 series finale. Carter going to be on third here. Heath Waldrop pinch running will be over there on first. And then Kyle Carlson at the dish. Kyle having another good day. 2 for 4. And obviously Tyler Nelson, as we mentioned there, he represents the tying run. He'll move on deck here. And the potential winning run will move in the hole in the form of Grant Olson. But again, you just got to worry about getting them home one at a time here. As Connor Austin will face Kyle Carlson. Some milk jug magic, very much so needed here as the Lions look to try and not be swept here by their USA South Conference foes, the Covenant College Scots. Only 2 outs away here, needing 4 runs. Kyle will take one low and away there. It's be called strike 1. 0-1 count now. Austin will look in and come set here. The 0-1 from him on the way. Kyle sends one up in the air. It's going to be in shallow center field. Kenny Mills will get it. Carter's going to tag up from third. No, he won't. As he'll be back up the line. A good throw from Kenny Mills. That'll be out number 2. So now this will bring up Tyler Nelson. The potential tying run will move on deck here to Grant Olson. And with 2 outs, Grant will undoubtedly represent the tying run as well. Now in the hole, Jack Gilson will represent the game-winning run. With runs 5, 6, and 7 potentially on the field here. In the field of play with Carter at third. Heath Waldrop pinch running for Hunter over there at first. And then Tyler Nelson at the plate looking to extend the ball game. Nelly will take one in the dirt now. 1-0 count. 1 ball, no strikes here. 8-4 ball game. 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. 1-0 delivery on the way. Nelly will take that one low and away there. That's a called strike 1. That's going to even our count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Austin, he's pitched very well since he came in. Looking to finish it off here. Nelly will foul this one off. Now just 1 strike away from doing it at 1-2 here. 4 innings pitched. He'll try to make it 4 1/3 if he can close it out here and get the win. Austin will come set. 1-2 on the way. Nelly won't chase it, and that'll run Deuces wild here for the 4th time. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Austin will look in and come set. 2-2 on the way. Nelly will bloop this one out to right field. He'll extend it. He's going to go first to third. Carter comes home to score. 8-5 ball game, and the tying run going to come to the plate. This is all you can ask for in the late innings, especially here with only 2 outs to play with in the bottom of the ninth. You bring the tying run up to the plate. Heath Waldrop will stand on third. Tyler Nelson at first. He'll get himself an RBI single. And now it's an 8-5 ball game. Grant Olson, obviously just looking to extend it, as that's all he can do. Cannot win it as he represents the tying run at the plate. First pitch is a ball to miss his arm side there. 1-0 count. 1-0 pitch on the way. Nelly takes off. This one hit in the air out to left field. Ken Burke going to try to catch it in, and he does. 8-5 is the final score as Covenant comes in here and sweeps the Lions. 8 runs on 10 hits, 1 error for Covenant. 5 runs on 13 hits, 1 error for the Lions, as the Lions out-hit the Scots 13-10. Big blow taken there by the Lions as they are swept by the Covenant College Scots, who came in here with a losing record and will leave with a losing record, as the Lions will also leave with a overall losing record as they drop to 13-14-1, as they still have a winning percentage that is over 500 in conference play, 5-4 in conference play. Covenant will move to 13-15 overall, 5-7 in conference play. As they got to give out our player of the game here. Got to give it out to Andrew Brock, 3 for 5 with an RBI. Kenny Mills also a multi-hit game from him, but 2 for 5. Winning pitcher is going to be the man who finished it all 4 in the third innings pitch, Connor Austin, as he gave up 6 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. 2 runs, both of them were earned. For the Lions, the losing pitcher is going to be Braden Sims. 8-5 final score here from Loudermilk Field. Lions had a bunch of guys who had multi-hit games. All the following with 2 hits: Alex Gonzalez, Carter Ballstadt, Hunter Kane, and Kyle Carlson. Lions just not able to get it done here from the Milk Jug. 7-3 game 1, 9-8 game 2, and then 8-5 here game 3. That's how the Lions drop a 3-game series, getting swept in all 3 games by the Covenant College Scouts. The Lions will be back in action 5 days from now, as they'll play Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at LaGrange next weekend. Obviously not a routine weekend series because next Sunday being Easter, as that'll be at 7 p.m., 3 p.m., and 2 p.m. against the number 6 nationally ranked Panthers. A tough weekend for them. Hopefully the Lions can go up there and take 2 out of 3, maybe get a sweep as well, as that'll be a tough 3 games against the nationally ranked team and a very good hitting ball club. The Lions won't be back here at the Milk Jug until April the 19th, as that won't be this Tuesday, but next Tuesday against the Oglethorpe Stormy Petrels at 6 p.m. As for Troy Ryman, Joe Garwood, and Danielle Percival, and myself, Brett Loftus, may you all have a blessed evening. Stay safe out there, and as always, through the wins, the losses, and even the